Welcome to the Emerging Startup at the Coffee Conversation Show powered by the Emerging India Forum TIF and our tech partner, Prime Tech Solution. Theme is the teacher, the mentor, the visionary. We have with us Rahul Malkan, founder at RM Academy. With over past 2 decades, Rahul has taught more than 20,000 students and mentored countless aspiring professionals in CA, ACCA, CFA, and FRM courses. From his early days as a faculty at ICAI to becoming a beloved mentor at the Unacademy and now the founder of RM Academy, Rahul's journey is a testament to his passion for teaching and making complex subjects approachable for his students. So, welcome Rahul to today's in person coffee shoot
Thank
of
you, sir.
2025. This is the second one. So, let me explain you. You must be aware of the two rounds, professional,
100%.
personal, and there is a rapid fire, the fun round, and you would get two books since I want to give you two gifts,
Areva. Thank you, sir.
the startup series and
Perfect.
this. So since you're going for funding,
Yes, sir.
so that will help you niche marketing.
Absolutely. Thank you, sir.
So friends, I'm Lion Amir Virani, host at Coffee Conversation and a legal tech evangelist at Prime Infotech Solution and an author of 15 books. We help law firms, corporate legal team, startups, SME companies with world-class software, technology, software licensing, and tech training. So my first question for your professional journey round, Rahul.
Yes, sir.
How did you first realize your passion for teaching and why accounting subject?
Um, After completing my MBA, I first joined a corporate company, actually. And I was working in that corporate house for 2 years. But then I found there was no challenge per se. And at a corporate job, it was like a typical 10 to 6 job. When we never left at 6, we left at 10, we left at 11. And training was always in my blood. So I started teaching when I was in actually my graduation year. So then I thought of pursuing my training sessions for the whole time. And that's where I became a teacher. And I realized that it was a wonderful concept. The first job also I got as a teacher, my boss also used to call me sir. So, teaching is a very novel idea, where your boss also calls you sir. That sounds amazing. And you're actually imparting knowledge and creating future. So that's how I went into teaching when I was like 21. And it's been like a good journey from now.
Wow. So when did you think to start your own academy and how has it your journey been?
Um, Over the period of time, I've taught for a lot of institutes. Uh, Even the mother institute of CA, that is ICAI, and it was a great experience. But then at every institute, I found that there's something more that I can give it to my students, which the things that I wanted to do. So that's where the novel idea of starting my own academy started. We gave a name of RM. In fact, my name is Rahul Malkan, but I got a lot of names at RM. We call it as rank makers, we call it as raw material, and then it slowly evolved to RM Academy. In fact, now we are going global on all foreign courses. So we are actually now working on RM Global, where we'll bring all the professional courses of finance under this roof.
Wow. Okay. Let's go back to your early days at Unacademy. How did it help you in shaping your current teaching methodologies?
An academy was great for me, actually. When COVID struck, that's when I joined an academy. I spent a good amount of 2.5 years at an academy, and my things was amazing. I helped them, they helped me. It was a vice versa thing. But I learned the power of technology at an academy. The depthness they had, the nook and corner of the country they reached, was amazing. I remember once I visited Bihar, I went to Patna, and there were students who drove across the entire state for 12 hours, 20 hours
Mhm.
to meet me. But that's where I realized that an academy had so much value to themselves. So, great thing. The depthness, the technology, amazing. And I have inculcated all the technology in my academy now, actually.
Wow. Okay, Rahul. Uh, let's continue the conversation. How do you tailor your teaching to help students not just pass exams but excel in their careers at RM Academy?
That was a very motto of RM Academy. Just teaching the subject, it was not my cup of tea. That's where I said that I started with RM Academy. I wanted to teach a lot of stuff to my students. Basically, I wanted to give them life skills. That is apart from the subject. I wanted to teach them to be ethical, to be physically fit. I wanted to pass them good food habits. I'm a trekking enthusiast, so I take a lot of my students for trekking. So we basically give them the whole training as to how you understand the life and go ahead with the life with some principles in the life, and that's where RM Academy came into picture.
Wow. Okay. So, Rahul, what strategies do you use to keep students engaged and motivated during crash courses?
So crash courses are like a huge duration batches. So we normally start at 8 in the morning and I leave my students by 8 at evening. So it's basically like a 12-hour session. Keeping them engaged for the whole 12 hour in the classroom becomes a big challenge. But we inculcate a lot of jokes, a lot of fun, a lot of food, and a lot of laughter during the lectures. So they stay motivated and again keep on telling them that we are doing this to achieve some great things, and that works. So that works.
Wow. So, Rahul, what's the most rewarding moment you have had as an educator?
A lot of moments. In fact, every student, every morning I get messages on my phone about thanking them, building their career. It's great. But I remember one particular student. There's one chapter in CA final known as Forex, and I have a tagline there as to rate kiska hai. So one of the student, after giving the examination, she messages me, sir, that I was sitting in the exam and I could hear you asking me ki rate kiska hai. So this was fabulous, actually. I am still remembering that line, sir.
Wow. Okay. So, Rahul, how do you approach teaching complex subjects like financial reporting and strategic financial management?
uh, Going down, sir, we have to give them examples of real life. The subjects are very complicated, but unless and until we make them practical for them, make them understand that in market this is the way it happens, they will not understand. Just going through over the top does not make sense. So giving them real examples and giving them examples which, like a school example or a college example, does the trick. Bringing them down to the school level, teaching them from basic concepts works really well, sir.
Wow. So, Rahul, how do you manage to teach and mentor students while also running your startup RM Academy?
I I actually divide my day very well. So for the first 3 hours in the morning, I'm preparing my notes. I'm preparing some updated notes for all the student category. Next 2 hours I spend in my administration of RM Academy and talk to all of my staff, give them the work task, take follow ups, and rest of my day goes in taking the lectures. So dividing your work in a proper direction, timeliness becomes the key to it.
Wow. Okay. So, Rahul, with 20 years of teaching experience, how have you seen the education landscape evolve in India and abroad?
So that's a wonderful question. In fact, when I started teaching, we used to have blackboard and white chalk, and then slowly we got green boards with white chalks. We got whiteboards with markers. Then we got laptops, iPads. I had even taken a lecture in a theater with like 750 students in a batch, where the theater screen was my projector. It has evolved, but Unacademy changed the entire game plan. Geo, the penetration of internet network is making great. So today we can actually reach to students' house directly delivering the lectures to them. So technology has evolved. In fact, my plan for the next time is that introducing AI into delivering the lectures to the students. So let's see how it works out.
Okay. So now, Rahul, pandemic changed the dynamics of teaching. And so, what are the biggest challenges educators face in the digital era, and how do you overcome them? This is my first question. And uh, like there are academies like Byju's and others who are now facing challenges of running online courses and they are offline. So, uh, how do you envision for RM Academy? It doesn't go what Baiju is facing now.
So pandemic brought its own challenges, but brought its own strengths also. So something like a Zoom, Zoom was used by elite class of people for the meeting and all, but now Zoom has become a word which every household is using. In fact, I have seen a group of students in colleges using Zoom meeting and all. It's fabulous. The problem with Byju's and Unacademy, I thought, is that they expanded too fast without factoring into that when the COVID goes off, this growth is not sustainable. So, this immense amount of unplanned growth actually led to the downfall. That's what my feeling is, personal feeling. This is. So, what am I doing at RM Academy is we are not progressing too fast. We are creating background structures. Once we are there, then we go for the next level of a growth. So, we see that growth is sustainable at one level, then add a level to it. Then we go to the third level. It's like creating a building. So, go for first floor. When we see it is sustainable, then create a pillar for the second floor. So, that's how I'm taking the challenges head on with the economy right now.
Wow. So now, what key elements should be considered by educators while uh, preparing their digital content, courses, and other things, and marketing strategies?
So marketing is something which is way beyond the things right now because everyone is marketing. So visibility becomes a key. And the second thing is use a lot of technology, but sustainable technology. This AI is going to change the game. So I think AI is very soon going to be coming to education. So the challenge is what is good and what is bad for the people to understand. But that is how we evolve. That's how we pass the information to them. And we have to be frugal. Every day the world changes, so we don't cannot be static and cannot be rigid. We'll have to change along with the world. So we are just keeping our eyes open as to what new things are coming into education, and that's what we want to bring it to RM Academy as well.
So now, a person like preparing himself for a shoot
Hmm.
for his online journey in becoming a digital educator.
Hmm.
So, what are the elements to be considered or checklist according to you?
So first is the visibility. Of course, you have to be properly, kind of presentable, I would rather say. Can't go into a normal thing. And second thing is prepare your notes very well, adapt to the changes, prepare yourself very well. Don't directly go into the class because see, this is viewed by a lot of people now. A one wrong word in this online class and it can create a whole lot of a negativity. So prepare yourself well before you start doing all these things. That's what I would say.
Wow. Now, with the advent of ChatGPT and other tools, how does one keep by content is up to the mark? My first question. And students using ChatGPT, and for the professors, how do you check by the answers
Hmm.
are up to the mark? Because there have been cases where people have used ChatGPT answers and they have been caught and they have failed in the exams. So how do you help your students by use ChatGPT or AI technology to help you prepare, but not fully use those content and go and sit in the exams? That will not help you passing the exams, scoring good marks, and help you prepare for your future career.
Absolutely fantastic, sir. Sir, in fact, I tell all my students they need to have Chat GPT on their phone because it is really good. But if you use it in a good sense, for us the challenge is now we have to keep on updating our notes regularly. Gone are those days जब हम एक बार notes बना लेते थे and then they were used for ages to come. But with the invent of Chat GPT and with the invent of AI, these notes have to be updated. Yes, for the students, yes, we need to tell them use Chat GPT, but just to get knowledge out of it, but not to copy. And you're very correct. A lot of students have been caught actually. They just pose the question in the Chat GPT and Chat GPT gets the answer very quickly. So we need to try to twist questions a little bit here and there so that students don't over depend upon Chat GPT. Sir.
So my next question, what about using for teaching financial reporting, strategic financial management? How helpful has these technologies helped you in while teaching?
Amazing, amazing. Sir, they give a lot of good
My
examples to
next
me.
question will be,
Hmm.
now educators have been preparing. I have done this coffee conversation with AI visionary.
Hmm.
His name is Mike Dorasco.
Hmm.
He uses like for the revision of he studies for his children while on the go. He prepares quiz questions using ChatGPT. Yes, he's saying, "Bhai, I'm prepare the question, but I'm checking the questions also. Bhai, they are from the curriculum."
Perfect.
Second thing, he's using ChatGPT for his health diagnosing the vital stacks, because doctors over there, he was sharing it by they give only 20 minutes, and there is no I can ask my the condition of my health. So he has put all the health statistics of the reports, everything, and monitors his health conditions. Third thing he shared, every Sunday they sit as a family, use ChatGPT and weekly calendar planning. So, according to your experience in using such kind of in your professional and personal life, using
Sir, I
this
have picked up a
technology.
lot of examples from ChatGPT for teaching financial reporting and advanced financial management. They give out current trends which is working in the market. So finance is all about the current trends and finance has evolved. So ChatGPT keeps me very updated. So I do this, sir, every Sunday for 3 to 5 p.m. for 2 hours. I and my wife, she is my partner to this RM Academy. We both sit on ChatGPT and understand how the new examples can be brought into the notebooks to the question sessions and how we can use AI for actually imparting the knowledge also. But it has its own challenges also. As you say, we give them one input, but they have a particular framework of mind. We call it as a bias. So ChatGPT gets the questions which are already inputted into the system. So they can be out of the curriculum as well. So giving a right content to ChatGPT as to what we want will give out the best from them. So we ensure that everything remains within that framework and we create the notes and books based on that, sir. And all practical examples.
So it's technology has evolved over the years. Like when computers were introduced, so people were a fear of using this technology. Then people started using computers. They started learning courses. Now AI has come in, so people have to learn prompt engineering and give right kind of
Prompts.
instructions,
Yes, sir.
prompts,
Yes.
right kind what output you want. So in years down the time, another technology will come up, and then we have
Absolutely.
to learn that technology. And so now people have started using video ChatGPT for dressing.
Absolutely.
Okay, but they check their wardrobe with this
Of course,
video
yes.
feature,
Of course, yes.
video and अपना ये text, and ChatGPT gives them what dresses to wear.
100%.
It is all about how you use that advanced features of
Absolutely.
this technology available. So now, what advice would you give to young professionals entering into field of teaching, especially the numbers one?
Sir, they need to be constantly on a change, I started online education way back in 2005 when we never had an internet connection. So the classes I used to work, they used to use the VSAT net technology. Then we've got lease line technology where I used to have the disk antenna and all that stuff. In 2012, we introduced something which was known as a pen drive model of the classes. So we need to constantly evolve and look out for the change. Once you are done, don't relax. Don't say ki ho gaya, I'm a faculty now and I'm going to survive for next 50 years. It can't happen. Every 2 years, you will have to rework how you're going to deliver the lectures and how you're going to work on technology that's best suited. So please be on the go all the time.
Wow. Okay. Rahul, what's your vision for RM Academy in the next 5 years?
Sir, going global. So I want to sell courses which is on the finance level, but not only in India. So we want to sell these courses across the globe, to Europe, to US, to a lot of countries. And that's why we are entering into the courses which are universally acceptable, sir.
That's very interesting. So, our best of wishes.
Thank you, sir.
Now, let's go to the next round and understand Rahul as a person. Tell us about your family and your formative growing years, Rahul.
Sir, my family involves my wife. I just became a father 2 months back. God gifted us with twins. My mom and dad, I'm very attached to my mom and dad. So we are like a very closely knit family, and I give a lot of time to my family since I've become a father now. I'm understanding how much time children's need, and have become more thankful to my mother and father for bearing me actually. So otherwise, at times we used to be very, one shot down that mom, you did not make this food properly. But now I'm understanding how much she might have worked since the day I've got my twins, actually.
Wow. So, best wishes. So now let's go to your college days. What are your experience from there, and
Um,
how did it impact your career choice?
my college was very different than what my career is right now. So my friends still don't think that I'm a professor. I was very notorious. We did a lot of mischiefs. We made a lot of professors cry. But all that helped me now because now I understand what students can do to a professor. So at times I tell my students that I know what all you are doing. I like, catch them very, kind of red-handed, and that helps me. But I try to become friends with them nowadays. College students or even students at all levels, you need to be more friendly with them rather than being a strict professor to them. So
Wow. So Rahul, what's your favorite way to unwind after a long day of classes?
going home, taking my wife for a drive. Now, since I've become a father, so going home, taking my children on hand, making them, kind of sleep. It's amazing. You can't beat this experience. So no matter how tired you are, when you go home and look at your children's, that's God's blessing.
So, are there any hobbies or creative interest that you have developed recently?
Absolutely. I have been an avid trekker. I ensure that I trek 2 times a year at least, and love mountains, love the purity, love the volatility. At morning, we have a bright sunshine. At afternoon, it starts raining. At evening, it starts snowing. So that even shows how the life can be unpredictable. So you just enjoy every day out of it. That's what my thing is. So I love trekking. I have a great hobby of collecting stamps, which I started from my school days. I have stamp books still maintained. I love that stuff.
So, which trekking place would you suggest for Maharashtra and for uh, the rest of India?
Maharashtra, I've completed a lot of things. I'll tell you about rest of India. So Kashmir is great. Guys, please go and visit Great Lakes of Kashmir. We call it as KGL, Kashmir Great Lakes. It's amazing, a beauty which is unparalleled. If you go, you will understand that none of the place at Europe or US or anywhere beats India. That is one great trek that you should all go. If you want to actually challenge yourself, go to Ladakh and do Chadda trek, where the temperatures are minus 30, minus 40. So that challenges you.
Okay. So, are there any funny or memorable moments from your teaching CA students or others?
Of course, sir. Of course, of course. I seriously remember one of my lectures at an academy. An academy was purely online. So, and since it was COVID, so I was taking a lecture from my home. And while taking a lecture, my wife told me something. I reverted it back, and she just told a statement, and it's amazing. She told, "Kaan ke niche bajaungi tere ko," and that was recorded actually. So my students made a reel out of it, and they started distributing it elsewhere. Sir, that was really funny.
Wow. So, what's one book or movie that has deeply impacted you?
Book, I would say Fountainhead. I read a lot. Shoe Dog by the Nike owner. Fountainhead by A.R.Y. Ryan, about the fundamentals and the ethics of the life. Amazing. Movie, I am not too much of a movie buff. I watch every goddamn movie, get inspired by a lot of movies, take a lot of examples from movie into my classroom. That's what I watch movies for. But yes, books, please go by Shoe Dog once. Please go for Fountainhead once.
Wow.
Amazing book Fountainhead is.
Okay. From uh, the teaching world, who has influenced you or who is your role model?
My role model is my mentor. I've got a couple of mentors actually. One is Diku sir, Neeraj sir. Sir, this is on to you, who brought me to teaching. Deepak sir, Deepak Mistry sir, who made me understand how it works. So these are my two mentors. I give it to them. What am I today, sir? Seriously.
Wow. So now my last googly question. Describe Rahul in one line.
Rahul is, I would say, fire and on the go all the time and just keep running. That's it. Excited. You can tell me Rahul is always excited.
Wow. So let's have some fun. The rapid fire round. Teaching live classes or recorded courses?
Live classes anytime.
Okay. Numbers or words?
Numbers.
Your go-to comfort food?
Punjabi.
Uh, Mumbai's hustle or a peaceful retreat?
Peaceful retreat anytime.
Tea or coffee during work marathons?
Tea.
That's right.
Ah, thank you, sir.
Your favorite color?
Red.
Mm, ये Gujarati food you would recommend to our viewers?
Ah, thepla. You can take it anywhere, any place, actually.
Best piece of advice received?
Don't talk too much.
Your favorite color?
Red again.
Sorry, I stop. The best part of being an educator?
Enjoy your time. Take a break anytime you want, actually.
Best trekking place you would suggest for non-trekkers to start with?
Non-trekkers to start with, go to Kedar Kanta, which is in Himachal.
So you did well, and you
Thank
get
you.
to pick 2 books.
Ah, absolutely, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
So this has been autographed.
Arre wah.
So one more book, which I'll autograph it for you.
Thank you. Amazing.
So friends, it was a lovely conversation having with Rahul Malkan, whose passion for teaching and now going global with his RM Academy. Now it's become RM Global. He's a professional trekker. So watch his episodes for a lot of insights he has shared for teaching and how he's using AI technology and ChatGPT with his wife. So, plus, if you want to become a trekker, watch this episode. There are a lot of insights he has shared, and there are over 300 plus episodes in the Coffee Conversation show where you get a lot of inspiring professional and personal journey. So this is what the USP of coffee is. Okay, conversation over a cup of coffee we have. So it's not an interview format. It is an informative and engaging conversation we have with our coffee speakers, not only in India, not only in person, but we have international speakers. As I said in my earlier conversation with like Mike Todasco, AI visionary. So there are other coffee speakers. So if you want to be featured like Rahul, so visit our social media handles, the emergingindiaforum.com, and our team will invite you and have coffee conversation or a cup of coffee. So happy New Year. We meet with another coffee speaker. Stay safe and enjoy your Sunday. Thank you.
Thank you.